Hey, what is up, my friends? Welcome back to another video on the channel. So today I have something that I've been so excited to finally do, something I've always wanted to do but never really pulled the trigger on it. But today's the day and I'm super excited about it, and that's going to be the Fight Life. So the Fight Life is going to be a series of, vlogs and stuff like that that kind of just bring you guys behind the closed doors, bring you guys behind the scenes on the life of an MMA fighter, because if if you're a fan of a sport, especially fighting, you really only get to see us when we're locked in a cage fighting someone. You don't really, get to see us, what we do during the day, how we prepare, what molds us into the people that we are, and like how we do these things, how we perform at such a high level of competition under such stress, stuff like that, And I've always wanted to show people, like, man, this is what it's all about. Like, before the fights where stuff gets crazy, we get in that cage and we're having fun in there. That's not when all the crazy stuff happens. But I know we're in quarantine right now, so there's not a whole lot we can do. But I do try to make sure I, take use of the amount of time I have. Like, we have a lot of time during the day, and we don't really have many obligations right now, unless you're an essential worker. Praise be to you. But so yeah, I just want to really be able to show you guys behind the scenes what I do during the day, the foods I'm eating, how I'm working out at home, especially during this quarantine edition, the foods I'm eating, the workouts I'm doing, how I'm using my time, how I'm expanding my knowledge, how I'm studying, how I'm doing all these things. And I'm so excited to be able to bring it to you guys. So if you do like this style of video, definitely let me know in the comment section. Also, like the video if you do like the video. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and let's do this. So it is currently 7:30. I usually do just like to get up, kind of get my day started pretty early, even though I always have long nights. I'm usually gaming at night. That's usually when I get my gaming in, so I'm up all night. But I like to really get up. I am invested in the stock market. It's something that I'm super passionate about. And so I usually like to get up, kind of analyze the stock market, see what the news is before I get my day going, just in case, maybe I want to make a buy, anything like that. So I usually do get up, but since it is the weekend, stock market's not open. So I'm going to just, get straight to it. I think I'm just going to go eat. I really want to get a run in today. That'd be something. I'm feeling a run. I haven't run in like a few days now, so maybe I'll go get a run in, do some little home exercises, get my day going, and let's see what happens. Alright, I know that was probably one of the most, if not the most, extra videos of someone making scrambled eggs that you've ever seen in your life. But, yeah, I mean, they're just scrambled eggs, nothing special at all. Like I said, everything I pretty much eat is just super simple. I just try to keep it as simple as possible just to save time, make sure I'm getting everything done during the day. But, yeah, man, I am a super big fan of just, scrambling up some eggs, making some toast, some oranges, stuff like that, just because, whenever I'm getting my day started, I just don't like to have a super full stomach. I like to have enough fuel to get myself through the day, but not, anything so heavy that I'm already in need of a nap, right? So I've just noticed scrambled eggs, 3 or 4 eggs. That's typically a good source of protein. I get my fuel, and I'm ready to go about my day without, I don't know, feeling sluggish, feeling all tired. I get really tired from eating too much. That's why, like, after I weigh in, I usually don't eat that much the night before a fight. Just because I don't want to feel too sluggish. I'll eat a good meal afterwards, but after that, it's pretty much it. Anyways, so yeah, I'm chowing this. I definitely want to go get a run in. I don't think it's raining anymore. Yeah, no, it's not raining anymore, which is great. So I'm going to go out there, get a little run in, maybe a few miles, 2-3 miles. And then I do some little workouts. and yeah, see what happens with today. So it is actually a super duper nice day outside. I'm actually really happy about it. It's been super gross and rainy for the last couple days, so just having some sunlight, I love it. So yeah, I'm gonna go get a little run, probably like 2-3 miles maybe or so. Maybe get some shadow boxing in. There's just certain parts of my body that I really like to keep firing. So, you know, whenever I get back to training, I don't want to be all achy and rusty and gross. But yeah, and so I'm gonna go for this run. You guys just stay right here. I'll be right back, I promise. So just stay. Okay. All right. See, I told you I'd be back. Don't worry. But all jokes aside, I'm gonna get a little shadow boxing in, just get those nerves firing, keep everything going, and yeah, then I'll show you guys some little different home training techniques I'm gonna work on. It is actually about to rain. Surprisingly, weirdly, this weather in Louisiana is insane. So I'm probably gonna move this inside, try to make do with the space I got, and yeah, let's do it. I then want to show you guys a few little tricks that I use at home that definitely just help keep certain parts of my body, like I said, certain parts of my body activated, firing. We don't want to just, you know, use this time to just really do nothing and just let our bodies just get used to being immobile. Because when we get mobile again, like, man, your body's not going to be used to it. It's going to take so much time. You're going to be achy and groggy and sluggish. So this is something we want to make sure we're still doing. We're staying active. We're getting outside when we can, 6 feet away from everyone, of course. And, you know, really just keeping ourselves, you know, doing the same thing that we were doing before. So one thing I do have here, I take like kind of the more elastic shoelaces. This is a super cool one that I like to do. And I'll take it, I have a really wide wingspan, so I'll have to really hold it by edges. But say if it's too long for you, just roll it, of course. But right here, these are called dislocators. You're not actually dislocating anything, it's okay. But, so we're going here, we're taking this here, and we're just bringing it right across and over, just like that. Right to your hip line on the back, and we're bringing it back across, just like that. If you have like kind of bad shoulders, I used to have bad shoulders before like we did some strength and conditioning. So this is something that really helped me develop a little bit more shoulder muscle, especially in my back area, like on the shoulder blades and all that. So yeah, I'll knock out a few sets of these, and yeah, this is a super good exercise to just keep your arms and your shoulders activated. Another one I have for you guys is one that's especially good with like stairs. If you have anywhere you can put, like kind of hang your feet off of a little bit, even if it's like a little step that's like 2-3 inches high per se. I mean, your doorstep, anything like that will kind of work. Definitely if you have stairs around, this is another super good one for just at home, keeping the body firing, keeping them nerves and muscles moving. So let's get into it. So what I do, this is one that I pretty much work on every day, especially because I won't lie, like I don't have the best calves ever. You know, skinny guy stuff. But with that being said, one thing that I like to do is what I'll do is I'll take one step and I'll get up here and I'll kind of get back and have my tippy toes just on the stair, but have the rest of my foot hanging off of it, right? And I just let it hang. I let those muscles get relaxed and I'll just let them hang. You know, I'm holding on because my balance ain't the best either, but so what I'll do is I'll rock my weight and I'll get up on my tippy toes, just like this, and then I'll go back to letting it hang. And I'll just do, I don't know, 4 or 5 sets of 10 of these, just like this. And now what that's doing, when I'm up on my tippy toes, I'm squeezing my calf muscles, squeezing those leg muscles, making sure I'm getting them real nice and tight, and that's gonna work those muscles down in your calves, your ankles, and stuff like that. Okay, so now that my morning is kind of finished, it's about 2 o'clock or so, I really like to go in after I work on some physical stuff, and I like to work on my mental side. So I kind of structure my day in a way, it's like I focus on 3 different things. I focus on my physical side, my mental side, and then I just like to have fun. I feel like it's really important to really exercise all aspects of your life, not just one. And so with that being said, that means that it is now the time for the mental side. So I typically like to gain most of my knowledge from reading. It's something that I've really learned to do over the last year, honestly, just because when I was in, middle school, high school, it was just, I felt like I had to read books just because the teachers wanted me to. And that kind of gave me this hard-headed aspect on reading. Like, I don't want to just because I don't want to. Whereas, honestly, now that I've graduated and I'm reading books that pertain to me and that I can apply to my life, I'm genuinely a super big fan of reading. And yeah, so that's something I do pretty much every day. I've goal myself to read 30 books this year, so little around 2-3 books a month. So that being said, I read like 20-30 pages a day, and I typically knock those books out. But I will show you guys the books I'm reading. Book number 1 is Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. This is a book that I am genuinely in love with right now. This book is highlighting things that pertain to me and that I can apply and that I really feel like most people can apply to their lives. So if you're, focused on self-growth and, just changing yourself for the better, this is a book that I would recommend to everyone. Second, Damon John, Rise and Grind. Whenever I started to really consider what I wanted to do with my life and that I wasn't just going to spend my life not doing much, that I was going to build something for myself, this was the first book I read, and it was by far one of the best books that I could have read at that time. It just highlighted so many effective and efficient ways to structure yourself and hustle and grind and understand that persistence and consistency are the two biggest things to really making yourself like a better and stronger person, athlete, businessman, stuff like that. I love this book. High Performance Habits is just like that book. This book kind of just highlights some habits and things that some super, effective businessmen, CEOs, athletes, the presidents, things that they do to really be able to structure themselves in a way to be effective, efficient, and, get through their day and be super productive. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I can't stress this enough that if you are an investor, someone who wants to build assets, someone who wants to build themselves into a businessman, this is the book for you. Like, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it's more of just a big lesson. And it's one of those, stories kind of that you would hear from a parent that they're teaching you. This book is genuinely amazing, especially if you're on the business side, money-making side, stuff like that. And Brian Tracy's No Excuses. This was a super powerful book. When I was in high school, self-discipline was something I lacked a lot. I had the work ethic. Like, whenever I was at the gym, whenever I was training, I worked really hard. But I can honestly say that getting myself to stay eating healthy, stay going to the gym every day, and having that consistency that we spoke about in the first video, was something I lacked, and that was just a lack of self-discipline. I had the people around me to get me to do it, but I didn't have that discipline within myself to make myself do it. After reading this book, I can genuinely say that this was one of the most, if not the most influential and most changing book that I've ever read before. It helped me really understand the power of self-discipline, and just like it says there, the power of self-discipline. And it teaches you no excuses. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Whether you don't feel good, no one feels good all the time. You know what I mean? You don't feel good, and you're not going to go train, your opponent that you're about to fight, he probably don't feel good, but he's still in the gym. So go train. You know what I mean? This book was genuinely an amazing book. I don't think it cost that much either, maybe $10 or something. But it's $10 well spent because this book can genuinely change your life as well as the rest of them for sure. Alrighty, I've read my pages for the day. I think I read a little bit over. I think I read 35, 40. But I got through another chapter in my book. And yeah, man, I'm feeling real good. I think I'm gonna watch some fights for sure. I know I definitely like to study a little bit every now and then, study some fights. I don't know what I'm gonna watch today though. Maybe some Israel Adesanya. I don't know. We'll see what I want to do. But yep, so now that is over with and I'm done reading a little bit, I'm probably just gonna go, like I said, watch some fights. I actually do want to eat some lunch, and what I have for lunch, I'm gonna reheat. My mom cooked a little bit of some rice and meat, which is actually a really good source of carbs and protein, which is super nice. with some little Arabic seasonings and stuff like that. And yeah, so you're gonna grub, do that, and then we'll see where we go from here. Alright guys, and that will serve as the end of this video. If you guys did like that vlog, let me know. It was super fun to just have you, like, bring you guys around, kind of show you how I'm going about my day. I know quarantine, there's really not much to do right now, but you know, I just try to make the best use out of my time that I can, really, and yeah, just, you know, try to better myself. Like I said earlier, I've just always said, as soon as this started, I was like, okay, I'm going to come out of this better than I went in. Mentally, maybe not as much physically because there's not as much I can do, but whatever I can do is what I'm definitely going to do, especially in the mind. You know, gaining knowledge, gaining experience in different fields, and definitely, you know, enhancing my my knowledge for sure. But yeah, I'm about to just chill for the rest of the day, really. I'm probably going to play some Xbox. Big fan of Call of Duty Modern Warfare right now. I'm playing Warzone, so if any of my guys out there want to play, just let me know. Drop a comment, message me on Instagram, anything like that. And yeah, I actually started editing the video, this one, actually. So I was working on that, getting all these here clips that y'all just saw right there, getting those up. And yeah, I'm super happy about that. I can't wait for, like, whenever, like, I can start training again and everything, and just kind of show you guys the training room and my coaches, introduce you to everyone, show y'all like how we train, the type of thing, different type of things we do, whenever things are back in full swing. But anyways, if you guys did like that video, definitely drop a like I said earlier, comment any suggestions, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.